Hi everyone, how are you doing? Cool. So I'm George. I hope you hi Evie, how are you doing? I hope Evie's well. I hope everyone's staying well and staying at home. Obviously, it's a bit of a strange time at the moment, but everyone at Music Works has been working very hard to make sure that you guys can still have keyboard lessons in some form. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it. If anything goes wrong, then just bear with us, and we will do our best to fix it as best as possible. But so far, I've not had any problems, so it's been all right. Cool. So hopefully, I should have people from St James and also Chandler schools here. So I think I've sent. So for the St James groups that are here, you've been working on Ode to Joy. And then for the Chandler groups, I believe you've been working on Lean on Me. So if you have any questions about either of those things, then put something in the or put a question in the comments section. Also, let me know who is here as well, because it's always nice to see who's actually listening to me. I can see Evie is, which is great. Hi Evie, how you doing? Hope you're okay. I hope you're having fun at home and not getting bored. And enjoying the nice weather. If you have a keyboard at home you can put outside, you might as well do that, because then you can still get some sun. So yeah, and if you have any questions, then please write something in the comments section. Evie, I know you're here, we could have a look at your group and see what you're doing. So you, at the moment, the last thing I sent to you, I believe, is Ode to Joy. So the third part of Ode to Joy. I believe we covered the first two lines of Ode to Joy. But if we didn't, hi Eddie, how you doing? I hope you're well. Ella's here too, awesome. Yeah, so Ode to Joy. If you've forgotten or can't remember particularly the first line of Ode to Joy, then I'll try and work out a way of sending you those videos. At the moment, the way it works is that I send you an email at the end of every lesson we've had, and as we don't have any more lessons before Easter, I'm not able to send you an email, if that makes sense, unless I have your email. But I'm sure there's a way around that. But if I just ask Phil or Kyle, I'm sure they'll be able to sort it out for me. But yeah, again, if you have any questions about the things I've set you, then just let me know. If there's something that's not explained well, then do that. Then just, yeah, ask me for that as well. Hi Effie, how are you doing? Ella's here as well. Amazing. We're getting a good turnout on this one, which was good. The last one I didn't have anyone, so that's nice. I've got some friends with me. So is this Ella? Let me just check. Is this Ella Smith? Hi, how you doing? I'm just checking, so we've got a couple of Ellas. So I just wanted to make sure I was doing the right one. Ella Smith, you are doing, Ella and Effie actually, you should be doing Lean on Me at the moment. So Lean on Me chords and Lean on Me part 2. Poor George. It's not poor George. I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't. I was talking to myself to a camera. It was quite nice. It's quite. What's the word? I can't think of the word. I'm having a mind blank. Yeah. Anyway, Rory's here. Amazing. Cool. Rory, hang on one sec. Just trying to find what you've got. Rory, you are with. Okay, so you were on Lean. Actually, you're on the same thing as Ella and Effie. Actually, so you're on Lean on Me chords and Lean on Me part 2. You also will have started to look at putting letters into musical notation, which is great. Oh, Angie, you lost me. Have you managed to get me back yet? Hopefully, I mean, presumably, if you've written that comment, hopefully you have. But so yeah, if you've got any questions about the things I've set, then please do ask me. If you have any questions, particularly the Lean on Me people, which I think is most of the people here, apart from Eddie and Evie, Lean on Me was using a timing thing called cut time. I think I explained it to you a little bit, but basically cut time is twice as fast as normal 4/4 time. So if what we call 4/4 time is when you have 4 beats in a bar. So a beat would be the pulse of a music. So when what you nod your head to or tap your foot to. So normal 4/4 time would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas cut time would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just basically two times as fast. So Lean on Me goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Do 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 do. So it's just a bit quicker, really. That's all it means. That's why, I mean, yeah. So the backing track goes quite quickly for this this song. So if you struggle to keep up with it, then yeah, just do your best. Try and do it without the backing track to start off with. Try and get comfortable with it, and then you can play along with the backing track with me. So far, I've only done backing tracks for the chords, but I will do one in the future so that you can play the notes along with the backing track. But I want to make sure that everyone knows the melody before we do that, because it does. Some of them do go quite quickly. The Ode to Joy one is quite quick as well. Cool. So we've got Eddie here. Cool. Eddie and Eve, let's talk about some of the things that you guys are doing. So you were doing Ode to Joy, I believe. Hang on if I can get the right group up. Ode to Joy, yes. So Ode to Joy part 3. So of the first part was fairly straightforward. I think you guys picked it up, seemed to pick it up quite quickly. So that bit you guys seemed to cope with really well when we were doing that in class. That last bar, it's got a bit of a funny rhythm, and it's quite difficult for me to write it out without using most musical notation. But I'm hoping the next couple of weeks we'll be able to start learning musical notation properly, so that then we can read the music using music rather than letters and numbers. Right, okay, we've got some from Evie. I'm trying the chords. It's quite hard. Is this for Ode to Joy? Because they do move quite quickly. Yeah, I know they are quite quick. So the chords themselves aren't too bad. So you've got a C and you've got a G. So 2 fairly easy chords. I mean, we've done them before in 5-finger rock, but the difficult bit about them is the fact that it goes they change really quickly. So what I would say, if you're trying to play along to the backing track, maybe try to get really comfortable going between C and G beforehand, and then do your best. I mean, it's the part 3, so the last line really, or the middle section, where it's difficult because it moves very quickly. It moves every 2 beats. And it goes. Yeah, they move quite quickly, so I understand if you find that a bit hard. But I mean, if you do the first 2 lines, that goes a bit slower. So if you get really good at that, then try that 3rd line. But otherwise, if you find it too hard, just skip it out for the moment. And when you get more confident, then give it a go. But always push yourself. That's the most important bit. Because if you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. You're only doing it to yourself and whoever else is in the room. So they won't mind if you make a mistake. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. It should just be C and G, which Evie, you were quite good at those C and G chords, so hopefully you'd be okay with them. But again, if you can't remember what C and G are, then ask me and I'll help you out with that. Rory, should we be playing with both hands yet? Well, what we're going to do, obviously playing with both hands can be quite challenging, because particularly early on when you're learning, I will encourage you to learn if you are comfortable with your right hand melodies, because Rory, you'll be doing Lean on Me, I believe. Where are you, Rory? Yeah, so you're doing Lean on Me. So if you feel comfortable, because you have 3 chords to think about in Lean on Me, you have C, F, and G. So what I would say is don't try doing both hands together until you are confident with those chords, number 1. Because what you'll find is if you can get the chords really good, and you know the chords like the back of your hand and how to change between them, you'll find you can then concentrate on your right hand a lot more. So I'd suggest really practicing those left hand chords, practice transitioning between them. If that means doing the backing track, the chords backing track that I sent you, I believe I've sent you that. The chords play along. Practice that, because that will help you with your left hand. And if you get your left hand good by itself, that means hopefully you'll be able to add the right hand, and you'll find it easier. But don't worry too much if you can't play with both hands yet, because it is tricky, because you have to tell your hands to do different things. But luckily at the moment we'll just be playing one chord at the beginning of each bar, so it won't be anything too difficult. As we progress, we'll start doing notes and more chords and more changes, and that's when it will get a bit trickier. But for the moment, just get good at the left hand, then get good at your melody, and then try and combine them. I hope that helps. Yeah, cool. I hope that helps. If there are any other questions that you guys have, let's try and see what else that you guys have given you. So we've given you letters into notation video. How did everyone get on with the notation? Did everyone understand that video? And yeah, I mean, how did you find it? Do you think you're feeling a bit more confident with notation now? It can be a bit of a strange thing, but I guess the way there are a couple of acronyms that you can use actually to learn where the notes are on the stave. So the first one is FACE, FACE, and that is for notes in between the lines. So in the video, I talked about the ladder and how when you drop, you have to climb up the ladder, and you have the lines. That's one step, and you also have to go in between the lines. That's another step. So when you go up, it should be on the line, in between the line, on the line, in between the line. So if we do, oh, hang on, that's wrong. FACE. I've got some music here, so hopefully you can see that. So we've got F on between the middle of the bottom two lines, A, the next gap, C, the next gap, and that's an E in the top. It's not a very well written E, but it is an E in the top. So FACE, that's one acronym you can use to remember where the notes are. Another one is every good boy deserves food. That's what I like. So that's for notes on the line. So we've got, if I can point to this, every good boy deserves food. So hopefully, I mean, if you struggle if you can't remember where the notes are and what the notes are called, then hopefully those acronyms will be able to help you. That's how I used to learn. So yeah, hopefully that one will help you. Eddie, great. I'm glad you understood that lesson. That's really good. Yeah, I mean, I tried to make it as clear as possible and as short as possible, so you don't get bored and lose attention. So hopefully, I'm glad you understand it. I'll obviously continue trying to make them as simple and as understanding as possible. Yeah, cool. If anyone has any more questions, then please, I'm going to probably sign off in a minute or two. So maybe whilst I'm just saying goodbye, if anyone has another question, then this is your opportunity. Apparently, I may be doing another live session next week, but I could be wrong with that. So don't hold me to it. I'm sure you'll get more information if that is true. So yeah, anyway, I hope everyone has been staying at home. I hope everyone's been having a good time at home, not getting too bored. If you get bored, practice some keyboard. That's my any plans to use Zoom for a lesson or something? Yes. Well, I mean, at the moment, as far as I know, the Music Works aren't doing any, or they're not scheduling any lessons over Easter. However, if you are interested in having some lessons over Easter, I'd very happily do some one-on-one lessons with anyone here. Probably should have said that at the beginning, actually. But yeah, if anyone would like some one-on-one lessons, I would be happy to do some over Zoom. And I don't know if I think that'd probably be organised between you and I, but I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the Music Works would be happy to organise that as well. So what I will do, I'll try and get my email. Okay, hopefully, yeah, my email, if you'd like to contact me about that, is gemwilkinson@me.com. Cool. So yeah, if you would like to have any lessons, then that would be, you can contact me and hopefully I'll be able to sort something out for you. Is there any method to help playing the chords? I guess the way, so hang on, so Effie, you were doing Lean on Me, is that correct? Yes, Lean on Me. So the way I think is the best way to try and, particularly switching between chords, is normally there's a finger that you can use and anchor to the keyboard. Yeah, Lean on Me, yeah. So, for example, when you go from C to F, you have your second finger on C, your first finger on E, and your fifth finger on G. Now, to get to F from there, you can anchor your second finger on that C and then shift these two fingers up one note. And then you should have A, C, and F. So it's just like a rocking motion, basically, like that. Going from C to G, your anchor finger is your fifth finger. So you have G, C, E, and you shift your top two fingers down one note. You'd have G, B, D. So again, it's just like picking your finger up and moving across and down. That's the way that I find it easy to sort of, yeah, just try and shift between notes. I mean, sometimes for going between a G and an F chord, there aren't any notes in common, so that's a harder one to get between. So that's where you just have to really sort of get in your head where the notes are on the keyboard, and then you can quickly jump between them. But particularly going from C to F and C to G, there's combinations and notes that are the same, so you can anchor those fingers down and then just rock your hand or shift your fingers or something like that. Yeah, good. I hope that helps. I hope that I didn't just waffle there over that. Cool. Evie has to go. Thank you for watching, Evie. That's great. Cool. Right, I am going to head off now. I've got to run over a little bit, but yeah, I hope everyone stays well. I hope everyone finds all the stuff I've been sending. Okay. Cool. Right. In that case, I will see you guys later. Hopefully after Easter, if not sooner. Bye bye.